Brilliance Audio.
After Death by Dean Koontz, performed by Eduardo Ballerini. Even at this hour, when real-world devils have just recently gone to sleep and only honest working folks are preparing for the blessing of labor, Michael can't curb Carter Woodbine's Bentley in front of Nina Dozier's house. To do so will make her a subject of even greater interest to the gangbangers who currently harass her. He parks the sedan in the lot of a dentist's office, where the greater disorder of her neighborhood meets the lesser disorder of another community. En route, he'd stopped to take $100,000 from the $500,000 and had secreted those 10 packets in the spare tire well of the car's trunk. Now he slips the strap of the duffel over his right shoulder, his hand within the open top of the bag, holding Santana's pistol in a relaxed grip, and he sets out to walk 8 blocks. Although this is a crime-racked area, he doesn't think trouble is inevitable or even likely. For all its dangers, this is not an outpost of hell. Nevertheless, there is no safe neighborhood these days, and any homeboy with an active imagination might be as interested in a duffel bag as in the flash of a solid gold Rolex. This is a residential district, where precious illumination is allowed in a time of shortages. However, the lampposts are old and insufficiently bright, and the milky globes atop a number of them have been shot out or broken with stones. The street trees are nearly as old as the city and have not been properly maintained in decades. Through the intricate thatchery of branches, the veiled glow of the westering moon is reduced to a stippling of gray light on the otherwise dark sidewalk. When any vehicle approaching from behind him slows down, he tenses in expectation that it will stop, that a confrontation might occur. They all motor eastward, toward a thin, ashen radiance along the eastern rim of the world that is rising as though the lost continent of Atlantis is slowly surfacing in the sea of night. The houses are mostly bungalows, stucco or clapboard, on small lots. Some are maintained with pride. An equal number are crumbling toward condemnation, the lawns long neglected. Perhaps 10% are abandoned. This is Vig territory, a gang as dangerous as the Bloods of the Crips, their name shortened from vigorous, to imply that they have drive, force, and strength. Nina Dozier's stucco bungalow is in good repair, colorless in these last minutes of darkness, but in daylight, pale blue with white trim. 2 small bedrooms, 1 bath, a living room that also serves as a home office, an eat-in kitchen, maybe 700 square feet in all. The house had belonged to her mom and dad. She inherited it, along with the mortgage, when they were run down and killed in a crosswalk as they were coming home from a local market with bags of groceries. The hit-and-run driver, later caught, was a methamphetamine freak with a long rap sheet, recently released on bail after being charged with carjacking. He was driving a stolen Lincoln Aviator that he totaled later that day, without injury to himself. Because Nina's son will be sleeping at this hour, Michael goes around the bungalow to the back, as they arranged. She is sitting at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee, slim and fresh-faced, one of those women who seems too small to withstand the storms of this world, but who walks through them all unbent, a mahogany Madonna. He taps softly on one of the 4 panes in the top half of the door, and she looks up. In spite of the proofs that he'd provided to her, she is clearly astonished that he has shown up as promised. Her surprise isn't accompanied with relief. She is accustomed to people and fate disappointing her just when her expectations are highest. She disengages the 2 deadbolts and opens the door. Michael steps into this humble home, in which lives the hope of the world.